What's up, y'all? Today, let's talk about peaking for competition. Let's talk about what is peaking and then how do we actually do that. So, the official definition is the planned process of tapering and fine-tuning an athlete's training, recovery, and scheduling to ensure they are primed to reach peak performance at a specific event or competition. Said simply, peaking is basically just making sure that you're at your best. If you can run a 4.65 40-yard dash, like that's the genetic cap that you have right now, we want to make sure that you're as close to that as possible. So there's three components to peaking. The first one is tapering, which is a strategic reduction in training volume. We didn't do this. Your athletes don't need to worry about this right now, because what we actually did was put them into a deload. We used the TAPS Dead Week as a complete deload from training. I told the athletes that they should do nothing, and then I would put out a video about peaking. So hopefully they've been just hanging out this week, not doing very much. The second component is recovery. We need to optimize sleep, nutrition, and activity levels to restore systemic energy and readiness. So there's such thing as chronic and acute fatigue. Acute fatigue is what you would feel after a workout. Chronic fatigue is what you would feel after 8 weeks of a summer training program. Your body should be pretty chronically tired, and so we want to use recovery to restore that total systemic energy, that feeling that I'm ready to go. The third component is psychological preparation. We want to use routines and pre-competition protocols for three reasons. One, to reduce nervousness. Two, to sharpen focus. And then three, to build confidence. So what does peaking look like? Basically, it's backward scheduling. We start with the end in mind and work back from there. So we think, if I want to be at my absolute best at 4 p.m. on Monday, August 4th, what should the hours and days leading up to that look like? If I'm going to perform at 4 p.m., I'm going to arrive to the facility at 3:30, 30 minutes before I compete. I need to make sure that I can get some simple sugars in my system so that they can use those later. So we want to eat a light snack. Make sure that your athletes bring a light snack to the facility that they can eat 30 minutes before they start competing. We want simple sugars. We want fruit. I'm a big fan of gummy bears. I like Skittles. We're not going to eat a whole share-sized bag of Skittles, right? But like a little handful of Skittles is going to be really good. I've used gummy bears personally, and that's what I like. A couple hours before that, you want to eat a medium-sized lunch. You need carbs and protein in that lunch. About an hour or two before lunch, you want to do some light stretching and band work. All you want to think is blood flow. Don't think about this as a warm-up. We just want to go ahead and get the blood flowing so that we're ready to go later. Now let's go to the top, to the beginning of the day. I want you to wake up between 9 and 10. I think most athletes could probably sleep till noon if you let them, but then that's going to throw off your day and you're going to be all groggy. So wake up early, but not super early. Go take a walk outside. Don't listen to music. Don't wear sunglasses. Let the sunlight get into your eyes. The reason I say no music is because I want you focused and go ahead. I want the brain to go ahead and start thinking about the task at hand. Do some visualization. Think about performing at your best, what that's going to look like, what that's going to feel like. So if competition day is day 0, the day before that would be day -1. The day before competition is extremely important. The number one priority is sleep. Training and nutrition are secondary. So you must get 9 to 10 hours of quality sleep. One of the best ways to ensure that you get quality sleep is 1 to 2 hours before bed, no more screens. Get off the screens, sit, talk, read a book, get off the screens. For dinner, like I said, nutrition's not the most important thing, but it is important. If you can carb load and get some pasta and protein, that'll be really ideal. Chicken or red meat. And then training, I love to do a walkthrough before a combine or before I run in track meets. I want to do a 30 to 45 minute workout where I warm up, I run a little bit, do some build-ups, do some accelerations, jump a little bit, and then call it quits, right? Think about cooking a steak. You don't want to cook a steak well done. You don't even want to cook it, medium well or medium, right? You want a medium rare steak where it's just a little cooked. That's how I want you to think about this day -1 training, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Day -2, once again, sleep is the #1 priority. Activity should be very, very minimal on this day. Ideally, kids are sitting around playing video games, reading books, watching movies, binge watching TV shows all day. That's what I want day -2. And then day -3, you need to do a little bit of training, but once again, sleep is the most important thing. 9 to 10 hours of quality sleep. The athletes know how to do band stretching. They know how to roll. I've showed a lot of them. One of my favorite priming activities, they're called RFIs. It's rapid fire isometrics. Those are one of the things that I love doing a couple days out from competition. We want activity to be low, but more than nothing. We just want to get the blood flowing. Don't want to do too much, don't want to create any fatigue, but we do want to do more than nothing. So here's the training schedule one more time. Don't worry about trying to pause the video. I'll make sure that y'all get a PDF sent to your email, and I'll also put the link to this in the description for the video.